You almost caught me discussing film with our next guest because he is an expert and an authority and a filmmaker in his own right. Mr. Robert Kline with us today with the West Coast Film Festival. And Bob, welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me back.
Lots going on. You're going to open up this Sunday. And last year you had all the films kind of in one location at the one theater.
At the Regency Theater, the new Regency Theater.
Beautifully redone with a fantastic version of Rick's Cafe up above and a little private theater for your private parties and all kinds of good things, plus the main theater. And you're going to use them for some of the films, but you're expanding out to other venues around the community.
Yeah, we have made it into a truly South Coast experience.
Right, right.
The best illustration is our premiere film on Sunday is at the new St. Margaret's Episcopal School Performing Arts Center.
Right.
$18 million in one of the most gorgeous settings imaginable, and we are premiering Chariots of Fire.
Perfect combination. You know, the American version of the Anglican Church, and if you've seen the movie, the beginning and the end of the film are actually church services.
Yes.
And then the whole story unfolds in between those two parts of it. That's going to be at 5 o'clock on Sunday. You're also going to be utilizing the, we got something to show the folks here. Yeah, let's show the folks here on camera here.
Everybody who attends the premiere will receive a 3-course buffet, lunch, salad, food, drinks.
Great.
And everybody will receive a Warner Brothers giveaway of a Wizard of Oz commemorative watch.
Wow, that is really, really
Plus
great.
It's worthy to note, Rob, that Chariots of Fire is a movie not only about the Olympics, not only about London, even though that Olympics took place in Paris.
Yeah.
But it's a movie about faith.
Yeah.
Deals twofold. One, the anti-Semitism applied to Ian Abraham.
Right.
And to the Scottish knight,
yeah.
Eric Liddell,
yeah.
who would not race on the Sabbath, and they even brought the royal family in to lean on him.
Right, right.
And it's a beautiful movie.
Well done, and one of those films based on true historic facts. And of course, it was just at the end of World War I, so there was a lot of that story in it. Some veterans from World War I are part of the story as well. And the fact that the British had gone and helped the French survive World War I, there was some, even though they'd helped them, there was some animosity across the ocean. So that's a good one. And that's coming up on Sunday over there. The actual first film you're going to show is going to be that afternoon at 1 o'clock, and you're down at the Ocean Institute.
I just got back late yesterday from a run-through at the Ocean Institute.
Dolphin Tale, a great film and perfect tie-in with the Ocean Institute down there. And then you've got a third film on Sunday, and this one also deals with true historical event. Many folks who've gone fishing up 395 or gone hunting up 395 or just driven up 395. One of the places you pass on usually if you're going north on the left-hand side, you see a couple of little stone things and maybe a gate and a few reminiscences of what used to be there. That was Manzanar, where Japanese were interred during World War II. Film about that time and the Manzanar Fishing Club. Sounds interesting.
It's interesting twofold. That's one of the great stains on American history, where we basically interned our fellow Americans.
Yeah.
We did not intern Japanese immigrants.
Right.
We interned American citizens.
Right.
Particular interest to me and sensitivity is my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, was born in Manzanar. Okay?
Interesting.
It is a documentary with some original footage from Manzanar, some recreation. Many survivors are on camera and will be participating in the Q&A. And it tells the story how at night they found a hole in the fence and would sneak out and fish. And they did it for a sense of freedom and humanity, not to escape. They always came back.
Before the morning. Interesting. Yeah. That'll be at the Regency down there in San Juan.
And that's at the Regency.
And of course, you can always enjoy the great Rick's Cafe down there. We had a chance to enjoy a meal down there last year. It was very enjoyable. Moving to Monday, a woman well known for her film work back in the day, Mary Pickford. And the film The Soul of Raphael, I'm not familiar with that one.
The Soul of Raphael was bought by the Historical Society of San Juan.
Okay.
Of a silent film made at the beginning of the 20th century.
Okay.
We then are coupling that, and the reason being it was made in San Juan, which was called Little Hollywood.
Okay.
Because D.W. Griffith, Mary Pickford were making features there.
Okay.
And we then have Hugh Neely, who is the director of the Mary Pickford Foundation, bringing 2 short Mary Pickford films, one with Lionel Barrymore. We keep forgetting he did Silence.
Yeah.
Both directed by D.W. Griffith.
Excellent. And then again, that'll be at the Regency.
And that's at our home base.
10 o'clock on Monday morning.
Yep.
Certainly, we think of this area, formerly this land where this community is built was the Moulton Ranch. And of course, we have the O'Neill Ranch now being built into homes. How the West Was Won. You're going to show that Monday. 10 o'clock, and that will be over at the San Juan Library.
Right.
A good Western, a great Western.
Well, it's 4 stories.
Yeah.
With Henry Hathaway.
And some great actors.
Yeah, Henry Fonda, James Stewart.
Yeah.
They put them all together in How the West Was Won, from the gold mining instincts to the homesteaders.
Right. We got to move through quickly, Bob. We got a lot to talk about here. We got Deliverance that evening at 7 o'clock. That'll be at the Regency. And you've got a little bluegrass, a little picking and
Not a little.
Music.
We got 2 banjos and a guitar, and we added a 4th, a picker, a little picker. So we're going to have an hour bluegrass concert. Then we're showing Deliverance, which is a really sensational movie.
Made bluegrass music popular again, I think, in America. Moving on to that evening, another fine Western, again over at the library, The Searchers, John Wayne film, I believe.
Considered by the American Film Institute one of the 2 great Westerns made. John Wayne, directed by John Ford.
Yep.
And his young niece, who is captured by the Indians, is Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood, right. Some great, again, a classic film. Great films on Tuesday as well at the library, at the Regency. You've got a Warner Brothers premiere coming up that evening at 7 o'clock, and that will be over at the Regency as well.
That's a big one, because that is going to be about the history of Warner Brothers with on-camera participation.
Super.
Clint Eastwood, Morgan Freeman, Ben Affleck, etc.
We got to move through quickly, Bob. We've got Wednesday, we've got one of my favorite films, Bullet. If you like to see Steve McQueen and some unbelievable driving action through the streets of San Francisco, that's coming up on Bullet. Back to the Ocean Institute, you've got Happy Feet 2, something that grandkids would probably like to see as well.
Not only that, they're going to get to see the Happy Feet 2 movie. They're going to receive little penguin gifts.
Great.
If you take it. And 2 live penguins are going to be there.
Great. So that'll be Wednesday.
Oh, and if I could make one comment.
Oh, we mentioned Eastwood, yeah.
For those who come to the history of Warner Brothers, hosted by Clint Eastwood, etc., many, not all, will receive the Clint Eastwood collection.
Excellent. And it's got the Westerns, it's got the Dirty Harry movies, it's got some of his war pictures.
Yep.
A variety of things. 35 years of Clint Eastwood at Warner Brothers. Over 30 films here.
On a handshake deal.
Unbelievable. And that's an amazing...
Still doesn't have a signed contract, on a handshake deal.
If you've taken the Universal tour, you've probably heard the story about him and his earlier career as a stuntman.
Yes.
Along with Burt Reynolds as well. A great film for those of you that love Elvis and love Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, one of his best-known films. You're back at the Regency for that one on Wednesday evening.
And we're going to have the #1 Elvis impersonator.
Perfect.
Give an hour concert of Elvis music and Q&A.
Excellent. That'll be on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, also, and it's the 25th anniversary of Elvis's death.
Okay, so that's commemorating that as well. And then another great Western, Jeremiah Johnson, 8 o'clock that Wednesday evening, and that will be at the library again. Robert Redford.
Yes.
In that one.
Sidney Pollack director,
excellent.
Robert Redford.
Another classic film. Boy, you've got some great films here. On Thursday the 23rd at noon, Bonnie and Clyde down there. And again, we go back to the bluegrass music. Foggy Mountain Breakdown is that song that the Flat and Scruggs play when they do the chase scene there. So that's a big one there. And you're wrapping it up with another great Western, Sam Peckinpah's The Wild Bunch, 7 o'clock on Thursday, back at the Regency.
2 things. The star is William Holden. Robert Ryan is the sheriff obsessed with catching him.
Yep.
And it co-stars a actor who just died at 95, Ernest Borgnine,
yeah.
who I'm going to do a tribute to that
Excellent,
night.
excellent. If you want to find out more, go on the website, give them a call, check it out. There's all kinds of information available. You've outdone yourself this year, Bob. I don't know how you're going to top it next year, but congratulations on what looks like a successful series of great films coming our way.
Thank you. You've been very supportive, and I hope your people, these are films that they can be comfortable with.
Great films, enjoy them, and again, that kicks off on Sunday. It runs through the rest of next week.
Yeah,
so check
and
it out.
Chariots of Fire party starts, free party.
Great.
Free gifts,
Excellent.
watches.
Super. A lot of good stuff. Bob, thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Appreciate you being with us
You
today. Thank
too.
you very much. We'll be right back with more things happening around the Southern California area right after this.